Welcome to 4 Minutes Closer to God. This segment will talk a little bit about science from hypothesis, theory, fact, evidence, those sorts of things that are important for a Christian to understand when discussing scientific issues. And so the idea that a theory of evolution is just a theory isn't how scientists think about theories. Theory is a well-developed set of principles that have been put together to explain natural phenomena and the wide range of fossils and biological evidence, geological evidence that is spread out across the world and being subject to study is working according to an evolutionary theory. They have devised ways to explain how something happened. And so the theory of evolution itself goes way back to the Greek philosophers back in 500 BC. And so it was shown as part of thinking even well prior to Darwin. Darwin just provided the mechanism by which evolution would be possible. And so his theory of natural selection then made evolution a thing that seemed more scientific and possible according to their scientific understanding of the time. And so natural selection, survival of the fittest, those traits that are helpful to an organism continue on, and those that aren't, those organisms with that will die off. And so this natural selection became embedded into the Darwinian understanding of evolution. And so nowadays we have this theory of evolution, but what they've done is turned it into the fact of evolution in school. The problem is facts are just the evidence as they exist. So a bone is a fact, and how that bone fits into your theory is what you do with the evidence, developing a hypothesis, kind of a tentative working idea about what's going on with the bone, how it got there, or the structure of the earth, geological layers and stuff. Those are the facts. And so that fact is just the evidence, and the theory is what puts a story to the evidence to make it seem plausible. It gives scientific reason whereby this fact of the bones, fossils, geological layers, why the rivers here, how the trees grow their leaves, drop their leaves in the fall, gain them again in the newness of spring. All these things are the facts that need to be incorporated into a theory that would be explanatory. So we have a fact, the evidence, hypothesis, kind of a working model of how it works, and then the farther along you get, more testing is done on hypotheses, then you get to a theory of evolution, which is, according to science, a very profound, deeply understood and respected way of looking at something, that then the last step would become the law. So we have a law of gravity, we have laws of other things like that. The problem is the whole point of evolution is to allow for the existence of life without God. And so they love the idea of getting rid of God by way of natural selection.